Thank you for watching. In front of me you see some of the 10 scale short course bodies that I've painted up over the past year. And that's also exactly what I want to talk about today. That's 10 scale short course trucks. In all of my paint jobs they have one thing in common. I want to make the truck look as realistic as possible. Sometimes I end up with a really obnoxious paint scheme, but that really doesn't matter. I always try to add some scale details just to make it look a tiny bit more like the real thing. An important thing, for example, is the windows, window trims, stuff like that. In this case I added some mesh just to give it a bit more of a realistic look. And then something that always ruins it for me is tinting the windows. I don't like doing it because of all the Tamiya paints out there. The smoke for the windows, the window tint, is one of the hardest ones to spray. You may be familiar with the problem. If you go a tiny bit too thick, it gets runny real easy. And one other option to consider is completely blackening them out, which I did, for example, on this GTA 5 body. But I feel that it really takes away from the scale look that I'm going for. It's always when I drop the body on the chassis, you see right through the windows, and you always see some wires. You see your servos, your motors, batteries, stuff like that. A lot of things, of course, that you would not find in a real car. So as much as I work on the outside, dropping the body on the actual chassis is always a tiny bit of an anticlimax, to put it like that. There's only one body currently out there that has an interior, which is this Proline Blockbuster body, but it's not a scale looking interior, it's a functional interior because it would accommodate your GoPro, and that's about it. There's nothing else available. That is, until now. Let me show you what I've got. I was browsing the internet the other day, just looking for some options, ended up on this website, had a look over there, and well, let's go look at the item. This is the box that I got in. I actually got it in from Hong Kong, from asiatees.com. There's a link in the description box. I know there's a lot of people who use Asiatees. For me this was a first. I was a bit apprehensive on ordering there, just because I didn't know how long it would take to actually get the item shipped and to get them in. So I was sort of prepared to wait a month, and it was here within a week, so that's really good. Let me show you what's inside the box. Oh, bubble wrap. I always love that. Let me throw this to the side. Who doesn't love bubble wrap, right? And then open that up. Pretty nice packaging. Killerbody. I've never heard of them. I think they're quite a new company. They're like a new kid on the block. One of the items that you may know them for is this Mercedes G-Wagon, which got quite a bit of exposure. That's one of their crawler bodies that they released. I believe the bodies that they sell, that they come pre-finished. So if you are not willing to paint up your own stuff, it might be a brand worth checking out. Now, the item that I wanted to have from Killerbody was this scale-looking short course interior, and it is actually really scale-looking, especially if you consider the price tag, because I believe this item costs around 40 bucks, which is well, absolutely nothing if you would consider what it would cost you to fabricate your own interior with a roll cage, with 2 seats. These 2 seats, they're really lightweight. They actually look a tiny bit like the Corbeau seats that you would find in an axial wraith, for example. The cage appears to be metal, but is actually plastic. The netting in the front and in the back is real metal mesh. All of the fixtures, the tiny bits of metal you see with the copper colored finish, they are actually metal. So it all adds to that scale look. Even has fire extinguishers, a sat-nav system. I will take you on a close-up tour of the interior, and it looks very complete. I think this would be the perfect item for some trick photography, just to make my short course trucks appear a tiny bit more scale. Even down to the floor panels. The floor panels actually have like a diamond plate type of structure going on, which is really cool. There's dipswitches, rev counter, speedometer, even pedals, steering wheel, gear shifter, you name it. The only thing that I do think is the seats look a tiny bit small on the interior, but that's nitpicking. I think they did that just to make sure you have enough clearance underneath that interior to fit your batteries, servos, and all the other stuff that you would find on the interior of a short course truck. What I like about it is that cage instantly slopes down, so it makes sure that you can also use it with, for example, a pickup body. This is the one that I use on my HPI Blitz. I'm not sure if you can tell, because this is still from the era where I needed to tint my windows to make sure you wouldn't see anything through them. But well, I hope you're able to tell that it really finishes off the scale look of a vehicle. Just to make sure you have a bit of a better idea of how the thing fits, I will get my Pro 2 chassis over there and drop this on. There's a few pre-indicated holes, or holes, they're not holes yet, but you can pull your body reamer through those places to make the thing fit. It is a bit flimsy on the center, but I think if you add, for example, 2 strips of Velcro to the sides and 2 strips to the inside of your short course body, that it would stay put. I'm not sure how it would hold up in a bashing environment, but that's something that remains to be seen. And that's also, I think, not the real purpose of this item. I think the main purpose of it is to, when you retire your truck, when you put it on the shelf for the week, because you're done bashing the weekend, you have something that's really cool to look at and something that actually looks scale. And I think with a ready-to-go item, minimum effort to achieve maximum result. It would fit like this. I'm going to ream those holes, drop it over there. I'm going to do that after I'm done shooting this video. I'm going to do that off camera, take my time to do so. And just to give you another look at how it actually fits, this is well, a regular short course body, as you would know it. This is in fact a Proline Ford Raptor, where that back part really slopes down. The pickup truck that I showed you earlier doesn't have that, but in this case it does, and I will show you that it would even be a perfect fit in here. I would say even better than in that other body that I just showed you. So for me, no more tinting windows when I paint up a short course body. Also a really cool addition to any of my shells if I want to do some scale photography to make them look more realistic than they currently do. So cool item. Killerbody, check it out at asiatees.com. Links to the website and the item are in the description box below. If you want to be a tiny bit ahead of what I'm up to over here on YouTube, again, I have slow internet. Make sure to check out my Facebook page. There's a link in the description box. I will even put a link to my Instagram over there. That's something that I started to use more recently. So if you want to be a tiny bit up to speed with what I'm up to, you can check that out as well. If you enjoyed watching this video and seeing this new item from Killerbody, I think a novelty within the RC world, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you around. Have fun with your RCs, that's what it's about. And if you have some cool items that you have spotted that you think that I should really check out to add to that scale look that I'm always going for, leave me a message in the box below. Thank you. Bye bye.